Take two. So, I'm going to tell you guys, we're going to do this. We're going to do it really fast. We're going to just keep moving to start it off, and then we'll get into our story. Then I'm telling you about the levels of my Patreon. I've done a video already twice. I've deleted both of them. The first one was because apparently it was too long. The second one because I messed up. Alright, so anyways, here we go. Alright, so me and my friends in high school, while I was in high school, two of them were in elementary school. I know it was just kind of weird when we hang out with elementary kids. Oh, no, they're in middle school. My bad. I don't remember. It was long ago. And then my other friend who was in middle school slash high school at the same time I was, kind of transition thing. Anyways, keep going. One of the elementary kids could draw really well. We made a comic book, and so he was really good at doing Super Saiyan stuff, Dragon Ball Z. So our theme kind of looked like the anime feel. He was into One Piece, and we all were. I still am, and all that stuff. And we called ourselves Ninja Beasts. Well, we created these characters, and we didn't really like the name too much. And some of the characters was just completely stupid. And we'll get to what they were. So we changed the name to Fusion Teams. There was a few of us that actually stayed what we were, like animal humans, and this is what we got the beasts from. And we were all kind of did martial arts. So I was the monkey, and my name was Monkey Master. How original, right? I even had, my MySpace was full. I created an album just. I called them my monkey minions, and it's just a bunch of monkey ninja pictures. Oh my gosh. I just thinking about that now, it seems lame, but it was kind of cool at the same time. Just kidding. All right. Anyways, moving on. My friend, he was a tiger. JR, he was Invisible Tiger, and that was his name. And he could go invisible, of course. And then he had a brother named Flamedro. At very first, he wasn't going to be his brother, and he was going to be a frog. And we were going to, a fire frog. That's cool. But we decided to scratch it because we couldn't figure out how to draw a fire frog without it looking really ridiculous. And then we got a guy who didn't really care if he was in or out. And he kind of looked like Cell. And I built this built this tech for him because he was very sticky and he stuck to stuff. And he was kind of like a lizard-like type person, and he ended up getting stuck inside the cell suit. Not really a cell suit, but you get the point. So he looked like Cell, but it wasn't on purpose because we just made him a suit to help not get stuck to things. And then he ended up sticking and couldn't get it off. So there's the backstory of that guy. And then there was this guy that was a total DB, somewhat. No one really liked him, but we're like, we want to be nice because you're an elementary kid, and so we created him a character just for fun, and then we killed him off. And and then he came back to life later as a bad guy, and he was an Iceman type. I forgot his name. It's probably Iceman, because how original is that? So we stuck with the three main characters, which was me, Invisible Tiger, and Flamedro. And we told stories. And then more people came in. We had Ash, which was like my favorite side character. He teleports, and why he's called Ash is because when he teleports, he leaves like ash and smoke. Because he like somehow combusts and then reconfigures himself. I don't remember how I don't remember how we decided to do that. Alright, so there's the characters. There's the good guys. The bad guys was my brother, which I totally ripped off Pokemon and called him Man Key Master. Man Key Master. I don't know. Whatever. I'm weird. I was really weird as a kid. Um, Still a little weird. And then we created Invisible Tiger and Flame Joe's dad as a bad guy, and he was a flaming tiger. Let's see. Which the other two just was like, no, we're not gonna be criminals. We're gonna be good guys and beat our dad up. Kind of like, this is by the way, this is before I read. What is that? I don't even know why I'm blanking. Um, oh my gosh. I want to say The Rejects, but that's not it. It's on Hulu now. I can't even think of the name. But anyways, where they don't like their parents and they decide to become good guys and beat them up. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. It's my favorite comic and I can't even remember the name of it. Anyways, read it. I didn't. We wrote this before that, so it's not. Don't think that we were doing that because of that. Anyways, moving on. We all had. I ended up all creating all of us vehicles, and so we all had a bike for Iceman, I believe it was, and then and one more character. I totally forgot. There was another character, this scorpion type guy, or no, octopus. Yeah, octopus, and he was a bad guy, and he fused with Iceman and fought us all the time. Anyways, or Scorpion. I don't remember now. I don't remember. It's been so long. I have to read it again. All right, moving on back to the vehicles. I created vehicles for all of us. But anyways, what I did was kind of take I had a bunch of how to draw books. And what I did was I took different features from each type of car or something like that and then put guns and stuff on them. We ended up keeping one, which was mine. I made a Hummer for myself. We kept that one for the whole group. And then Flame Joe had a flaming car. Iceman had a motorcycle. Cell had like some weird foot thing that I think he had like a helicopter, airplane, or something. I don't remember. I don't even remember Invisible Tigers either. Some kind of car too, I think. Anyways, let's see what else before I run out of time. I'm doing way better on time than I was last time, so that's good. I'll explain what happened. I did like a 40-minute video, and apparently my phone doesn't like 40-minute videos because it has too much megabytes. And instead of condensing it, it just cut it in half, or stopping and telling me that it stopped, it just cut it in half, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're stupid. Okay. Anyways, moving on. I can't even think of what else. Weapons. Weapons. There we go, weapons. Mine was the best because I gave myself the best. Even though I didn't draw, I came up with the idea and all that stuff. I mean, they helped a lot. But I was like, hey guys, why don't we make a comic book about these characters, or our characters, and I'll be a monkey. What do you guys think you should be? You know, stuff like that. I mean, it wasn't just me. I just meant like I sat down one night and I was like, okay, cool. I took my drawing books and I traced characters and then traced other characters to form these other characters. You know, I mixed a bunch of tracings to make these characters, and they look really stupid. Well, no, that was a group of bad guys that we had. which I did really good on those when I traced them. And then JR was like, here's what we're gonna do, and then changed it himself so it didn't look so much like the drawing book. And then I drew the characters myself, that's what it was. And they look stupid. I traced the weapons and the cars and all that, but the characters, I cannot draw people. So, I had a bat, but it wasn't just a bat. It was a magical mechanical bat. And I totally call copyright on this. I'm just kidding. I don't know if I could do that or not. But the bat could transform into other weapons. And it was flippin' awesome. It could turn into a shotgun, a sword. That's what I used it mainly as. And then, yeah, the story about the bat was I had a bat as bat ball and Mark McGuire stuff as a kid. Got rid of the ball and glove because, you know, it's too small. But I still had the bat, and it kind of looked like a cool sword. So I'd swing it around outside to practice sword fighting. Anyways, probably shouldn't have made that on internet. Oh well, I've done stupider stuff. More stupid stuff, that's what I meant to say. Anyways, moving on. Invisible Tiger had, I'm pretty sure he had double blade tiger swords. Tiger daggers, whatever they're called. Yeah, kept with the theme there. And then Flamethrower, he had a weapon at first, but we're like, dude, he can shoot fire from his hands. What the crap? So we just erased it. And then the Cell dude had a bow staff that is kind of like the new Donnie's, where it can transform into stuff too. And then let's see, Iceman. Once again, didn't really need weapons, so because he shoot ice. So we're like, okay, you do ice. And then let's see. Then the bad guys fused. We would fuse together, and it looked awesome. I was just so amazed. I was like, oh, are those new characters on Dragon Ball Z? Guys, like, my friend's like, no, dude, that's us. That's our characters. I was like, dang! That's what I was like. Dang! Probably wasn't. I don't know. But like I said, it was a pretty far time ago, and I don't have my drawings or anything, so I can't really just plop it out and be like, look at this. Look at this. Now look at this. And so to move on from that, can't even think right now. I have so much pressure right now because I gotta beat the clock. Oh. So some of the stories we had when we met Ash, and that was one comic book. And then we jumped around comic book wise because I don't no idea. We didn't keep a. If I would go back now and write up the story for each comic, and my friend would do the drawings, I would say I would keep a better storyline, better flow through the whole thing, instead of just jumping around. My friend liked to draw the comics, so he would just draw the comics and then write some of the story and then hand it to me and say like, hey, I don't really know what to do next, so here. And I was like, dude, I can't, your handwriting is way different than mine. I can't write, I mean, here's the story, but you're gonna have to write it all because my handwriting's different. He's like, oh yeah, duh. And then we get to, I'm already halfway with the time, and I feel like I'm almost done with the story. So my favorite comic book, besides the one with Ash, is the baby one. We made a baby one, not baby. It was like toddler or like 6, 7. Anyways, we made that. Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. Hilarious. The bad guy was the babysitter, and she wouldn't let us have cookies before dinner. We had to get those cookies out of the cookie jar. And so we all fought. Babysitter was crazy because she shot fireballs at us. So we had to dodge them and beat her up. But no weapons because we're kids, you know. Could beat her up with weapons. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I haven't read it in a while, so could be wrong. So then anyway, we were in the middle of writing 2 different ones when we both moved away, so it was kind of like a disaster. And one we wrote about, what was it? We wrote about how Iceman turned on us. We wrote a few others. We wrote about 2 different villain groups. I don't even know if we have those anymore, or I do. I don't, at least. I don't think. Anyways, let's move on from that story and go to a different story about the same thing. So, in high school I decided, you know what? I'm going to write a book about this. So I wrote this really cool book about how Mankey killed our parents, and so I was out for revenge as a kid and grew up training martial arts because I wanted to kill him back. And then to find out we're both immortal, so killing him wouldn't have worked. So I had to figure out something else, and it was a pretty cool book, I thought. And I'm pretty sure I finished it, but I don't remember now. And I entered a clip of it because back then the internet was kind of new, and I got on the internet. I submitted I think it was 10 pages of it. I was so disappointed, so down, because I never got it picked up. And then I was like, fine, I'm just done. I'm never gonna do this story again. I threw it away. Bad mistake. I'm pretty sure the trash ran the next day. The dumpster, I mean. And because I threw it in the dumpster. And then I get the freaking book in the mail, and it says, if you can put it in this book, we'll make it a book. I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Oh, I just threw it away. No. So, lesson learned. Lesson learned. So I rewrote it. And I was like, this is going nowhere. I don't know what I'm doing. So I changed the story. Changed it to the story about how we're writing comic books and some weird magical thing happens and we all end up becoming part of the comic book. And each of us gain the character traits of our characters. And I think one of my favorite parts of the book that I was writing was, I think it was JR. He sits in the car because we're all going to go to the library, and JR yells, "Ow, I just sat on something." And in mid-sentence, when we're talking about something, we're all in the middle of morphing. And it was my dad that was taking us to the library, and he goes, "Oh, what was it?" And then you could tell it was a weird glitch kind of thing, and he was like, "Oh, did you sit on your tail again?" And we're like, "Wait, what?" All of us are like, "What? We've never had tails." And then all of a sudden we have tails or something. I don't know. It was weird. It was kind of cool but weird at the same time. All right, let's start to wind this down. Oh. I'm getting tired and I'm running out of time now. So that's the story about why the names on the Patreon are the names on the Patreon, and the story about my comic books that me and my friends made. And I've been wanting to rewrite these, and I've been wanting to, just completely do like a series or something. Like, I don't know. I've been really like, hey man, let's get together, let's do this comic book. I got another friend that's really good at getting stuff done like this, and we should just all get together and make these characters and build this franchise kind of thing. And so, yeah, just super hyped. Let it be known that I created these characters first, as well as my friends. Okay. I don't know what I was singing about. I don't even know. I'm so tired right now. I'm just like about to fall asleep. So, and I have to get up for work tomorrow. So, vacation kicked my butt, man. All right, so to make a longer story even more shorter than the shortness I made it, even though I made it really short compared to the last video. Hopefully you guys can support me on Patreon. Get out there, get me some stuff, and hey, I'll send you some stuff. I'll get you some stuff if I can. There's no promises. The best I guess I could do really is just do a shout out. Just hey, if you support me, you get a shout out. But I mean that's pointless because I'm not big. I used to be a little big on my other channel, and I was like get paid on my other channel, and for some reason I logged out one day when they changed it to the Google thing, and then I couldn't log back in because it says I wasn't a Google account. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? What? That's not right. So now I have nothing on that channel, but that's a different story for a different time, even though I just told you what it was. Alright. I am going to sleep. And I don't do as many videos as I did when I was younger. Because I got kids and a wife, and my friends got kids and wives. And I mean, we do gaming and videos like this, except for Tyler. He does, real stuff, real music and plays, because he's so cool. I'm just kidding, Tyler. You're awesome. I love you, man. Love you, man. Love you. But alright guys, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna go to bed. I was gonna play some games, but I'm just like really tired, and so I'll catch you in the next video. Remember, support me on Patreon if you want. I'm not gonna pressure you because I really don't care. I mean, it'd be nice. I'm trying to get a new camera, so that would be great. I might make a Kickstarter for that because that would be great if I can get help. And just post it everywhere, internet videos. Might even post it on like Butch Hartman and like trainer tips and like just different people that I watch. Just be like, hey, I watch you guys. I want to do what you do. Support me so I could get a new camera because mine's broken. Alright. By the way, I said this in the pack reveal, but I'm gonna say it again. Dudes, go watch my giveaway video, subscribe, like that video, and I will send you a card that you probably want. As of right now, like I said in the other video, one lady is probably gonna get it. So, I think it's the lady. I'm pretty sure. It's a girl. I don't know. Anyways, guys. Peace out. I will catch you later in the next video. Let me know what I could do better to make these videos better. Because right now it's just droopy and blah, blah, blah. What? Okay. Power nap. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Let's see. I get weird when I'm sleepy. Now you guys get to see that sleepy side. But hey, at least the video's like 15 minutes less than it was before. So, catch you guys later. See you in the next video.